Okay, welcome back. So last episode we were working on the magnets, ran into a little problem with a little too much friction. So on this one, we're talking about bearings. Okay, so once again, I'm Brad. Behind the camera today is Joe. There's Joe. All right, so we've had one or two people ask about the bearings and what sizes and all that stuff. So there is one of my normal bogies that we've got or I've made. So this is kind of a standard for me. This is what I go with. Pretty typical. Anyway, pretty easy on these bearings and stuff. We've had people say that they don't know what bearings to use, all that. Okay, so the bearings I get, easy, off Amazon. They are MR52ZZ. Obviously, we'll put that in the credits down below, that number, but that's just the type of bearing you go with. Just a standard 2x5 millimeter with 2.5 width bearing. So yeah, I got my 50 pack here for, I don't know, $22 or something like that for 50 of them. So not too awfully bad. I really recommend that when you do it is go ahead and make your bogie up so you know which hole you're going to be using on your Technic brick. For instance, whether you're using one hole in the center or two like this. Yeah, I use two for mine. You can kind of see the detail in there, which hole I have to use. So I would just go ahead and make your bogie up and know where you're going to place your bearings first. Okay, to do the bearings, super simple. Obviously, you have to have one on one side and one on the other side. I've already got one placed there. I was showing Joe just a second ago. So I want to place a bearing over here on this side. Super simple. Grab a bearing really fast. I recommend using pliers like this with your slip joint, so that way you can get roughly the same width on your block like that. If you go the opposite way, it's going to kink it. See how that doesn't go flat? So go like that. Do the opposite hole. We're going to go with that hole for that one because we've already done that. Line that up. Get it started. Oh, like that. Get that in there. I like to use something flat to make sure it's that last push. So razor blade, throw it on there. Squeeze it nice and flat. That's it. Make sure it doesn't even protrude up. Doesn't. Obviously, you put that on your bogie. Put your axle through like so. I recommend axles from
Brick Tracks
and their wheels also. I've been very happy with those. I've also used a few off of AliExpress and stuff like that, but it's kind of a crapshoot whether they work or not. These ones always seem to work. So hardest part on these is just get them to go in like that, nice and tight. Boom, you got a set. I also recommend when you press them together, you grab a track and make sure you got the right width before you get to a show and it doesn't work. Just make sure they fit down in there just like that. Super simple. Easy. Once again, thanks for watching the video and make sure to subscribe and we'll talk next time.